To an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Dolphins, nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 24. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's up and good.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's Akers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Now a run with Akers.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Byron Jones.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
26-yard line.
On second down at 4, Tannehill. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their
The
own.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Jakeem Grant. A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a big play here for the Dolphins on third. 41 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break Make one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. 10-7 our score after one, right here on EA Sports.
With the score, Jaguars 10, Dolphins 7.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. 2 yards left on second down from the 9. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
37-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Tua. Able to find Shaheem here. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now Tua. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he will have a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. But he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
This is it. It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Oh, man, come on, bro.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball, carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 20-yard
That's like every quarterback awareness is like a negative 100 on there, bro. It make no sense.
That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished.
2 turnovers, back to back.
Across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
They're on 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw again on second down, Tannehill.
He'll throw complete to Cam Akers.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended target was Cam Akers.
But it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, Tannehill. Over the middle to Beckham. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 23 yards the pickup there.
43-yard line.
Tannehill on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany.
And he underthrew him again, bro. Man, this game, bro.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line
Yep.
ready for their next drive. And from this
I go get me a quarterback out of free. I mean, out the draft.
going to see a knee, and that's it.
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come on 1st and 10 at their own 43. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25.
Okay.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game.
Oh, come on.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap.
These folks is not blocked, man.
But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
On 1st down, Tannehill. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And out of bounds all the way down.
Let's go, Cam.
That's a 12-yard gain now with back-to-back plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same,
Man, I tried to hand it to the running back, man.
The quarterback keeps it. That allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And they'll take this one in.
Let's go.
Akers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Come on, bro. This man hit power is a 90, man.
Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that will
Put it
make
down,
this a
Sondor.
4-point game.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Jaguars 24.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep.
So he went through 2 blocks. Come on, bro. Look, you too loud, bro.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he takes this beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
That's a play that would be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Laviska should know the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run this with Akers.
And he'll be brought down.
Come on, Odell. Block him, man.
Final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do. They trail here as we start the 4th.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Why is my left tackle just sitting there? This nigga ain't even move, bro.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in.
Somebody just sit there. Didn't even do nothing.
Led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many
Oh, damn, bro.
blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before they get the quarterback on the
Yeah, Cam. Don't block him. Just let him go free.
You'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham.
All right.
And it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Let's go, Beckham. Let's go.
Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the
Put that down, door.
And the Jaguars have moved down in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Dolphins 28.
Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua.
Man, come on, bro. Why is y'all running away from him?
And he
Freaking idiot.
down, but not before reaching the 21.
Wow.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
We saw a number of good games earlier today, and this one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gaskin. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last one.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Man, this team is, bro. God, like, why you just stood there, bro? Man, I promise the AI is like just freaking dumb or something, man. No, watch the phone. You're not finna watch TV and the phone.
He was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Woo, bro.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20.
Man, them turnovers, that's what really killed me, bro.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people.
Oh my gosh!
Through 3 quarters, no reason to hold up now.
Like, why did he jump for, man? He had to jump.
And my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot.
That man did not have to jump, bro. He had to just run and keep and just catch it.
Down conversion. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Tannehill. They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
Crap.
That play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
What door?
Tannehill now throw. Now a desperation throw deep down.
All right. All right.
David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they just stand there sometimes, don't even do nothing. I know.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 38, Dolphins 35.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators are scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. Let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating.
I picked the wrong defensive play on that one.
Points.
Stop, door. Move now.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Grant. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw is Tua. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And
all right.
A crusher there as it's intercepted.
Oh, man.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get
Dang.
the ball back.
Oh, man. That's a killer right there, dog.
That's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about it. He shouldn't have
Hey,
thrown
man.
the ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job
Yeah,
training.
good guy, bro. Yeah, he messed it up.
And turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll go again here with Akers. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were booed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, but away from that, and then they got it together. And then
Let the controller down.
So for the Jags, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Boy, hush.